What's up, Internet? Man, it has been forever since I have said that. This is... Oh my gosh. It's been, what, 3 years? 2.5, 3 years, something like that? Since I, last posted anything. I'm kind of starting mostly fresh. Anything that I have old, video-wise, I'll have labeled Legacy. I believe I've labeled it all, Legacy or something like that. I believe I've labeled it all as such already, because I'm pretty sure I did that like a year ago. And I have made an entirely new account that's going to be purely for YouTube.
Look, Gamma. Finally, we have found one.
Man, it has been a long frickin' time.
Oh! A young wizard. A student with amazing potential. Enough, perhaps, to save Wizard City.
Oh, really? Where?
Oh, a very, very distant realm. Oh, my goodness. On a world that does not even believe in magic.
So throughout this video, I'm going to kind of go over some of what I intend on doing, both with the wizard currently making and just the future of the channel. For now, I'm just going to make this wizard, which I'm going to say now is going to be the primary wizard of this account, the main, if you want to call it. And I'm going to go through a proper playthrough. Not gonna, aside from maybe like farming things, really do much in the way of progress outside of videos. For this wizard and the playthrough associated with it, I will be doing dialogue. For future playthroughs, I don't know. That'll kind of be something we'll see as we get to it.
I wonder what manner of wizard they might become. Perhaps we should consult the Book of Secrets.
Headmaster Ambrose turns to regard you intently.
Answer these questions to find out what type of wizard you are.
I am actually going to do the test here for deciding what the school of this wizard is. I kind of know what everything leads to, but I'm just going to try to answer the questions as if I don't know that. And we'll see what it comes out to, and now just play whatever school I get. I do have, because I've already loaded this account with a membership and some crowns. And I'm going to be buying a mount. That I have a list of what mount I'm going to be buying from the crown shop, respective to what school I end up getting. Just because I don't want to necessarily be super generic of, well, I'm just going to get this mount, regardless. Like, so each school I've already associated with mount I'm going to be trying to get. Favorite class? Probably this. Time of day. Afternoon. Dragon. Okay. See, this is interesting. I know, of course, what each of these jewels leads to, because like the ruby is fire, the jade is life, the sapphire is ice, and the citron is balance. Um... Let's see. I love how the background emblem is the balance emblem. Which is actually kind of fascinating. Uh... I don't have much of an opinion when it comes to the gemstones. So this one is kind of picking a school. I don't really... You know what? Let's do this.
But now that we know what you are, what do you look like?
Right, okay. Um... Fire wizards, so something more with the red. Do that. Go with that one. Yeah, sure. Again, kind of throw it more into the red zone. Now with the option. I might come back to this based on how it looks with the skin color, because that's later. Put that at the top. Okay. I think lip color works fine with that. Not gonna bother with face paint or accessories. Okay. This has a pretty generic base. I'll probably mess with how that looks in gear that I actually am wearing later, but for just the base, that'll work.
Remember, if you ever wish to alter your appearance in the future, simply pay a visit to the Magic Mirror Shop in the shopping district.
All right then. What is your name?
Name. So, for anybody who is familiar with the channel when I originally had it years ago, when I first started, I'd named it after the Death Wizard on one of my accounts. The channel name is still going to stay Zachary Shadowbreak. But I don't think ever actually going to remake a wizard with that name. I'll probably put together a sort of naming scheme at some point, just over time as I start to develop patterns with it. I have one for like my other wizard accounts, but when it comes to this one, I don't know. Valkor. I wonder if it be possible. Probably not, because it's probably going to be shade, not shadow. Yeah, shade. But flame. And then down here I can say shadow. Like a shadow flame. That'll work. And there is the first wizard on this account. I am gonna skip the tutorial.
Well, hello.
I just don't see much of a reason to do the tutorial. First things first. I always live in the Wraith Realm, and Ember Realm, yes. Oh, I probably should also, now that I think about it. Just
Welcome to Ravenwood Academy, young wizard. And normally, this is where you'd be enrolled and sent to your classes. But times are not normal. There's some kind of supernatural incursion in Unicorn Way that must be dealt with immediately. I wonder. You've demonstrated such potential, I think practical experience will serve you better than lectures. Care to put your talents to the test? Splendid! Time is of the essence, so I'll teleport you there directly. Seek out Private Connolly, the Wizard City Guard in charge of that area.
and here it begins.
Welcome to Unicorn Way. There are creatures here who will attack you if you get too close to them, so stick to the task at hand.
Whoa, 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 young student. The street's very dangerous right now. Is there something I can help you with?
Wizard, do you see the symbol above Private Connolly's head? That means he has something important to tell you. Go speak with him.
Okay. First things first. Oh yeah, I also bought that. I'd have forgot about that. I'll go ahead and just grab these. Why not? That steel pip actually will probably become very useful.
You just unlocked a new section.
Oh,
You've just reagents go in your reagent bag, which you can access by selecting the crafting tab in your spellbook, or by pressing J on your keyboard.
There. I'm not gonna bother putting this in quite yet. Well, no, I don't need it using up space until there's actually a reason to where I can't just kill in one hit.
What's that? You say the headmaster sent you to help us? Well then, you're just the person, or wizard, I've been waiting for.
No, the reason I went into the ground shop and I didn't even freaking words buy it. Solar Saber Cat.
This used to be a pleasant street, but we've been invaded by hordes of strange creatures. What's that? You said this used to be a pleasant... The guards and I have been doing our best to push the creatures back, but we're no match for their dark magic, especially the undead. Maybe your fancy wizard magic will do the trick. Go battle a few of those lost souls, then report back to me. Good luck.
To battle the monsters, run up to them on the street. When you get close enough to them, they will summon a combat sigil, and you will be pulled into combat. If you want to avoid battle, you can keep safe by staying on the sidewalk.
If you can drive away some of these lost souls, we'll be in your debt.
Okay, so in terms of how just generally this wizard is going to end up working, it's going to be what I'm going to do a lot of the primary things on. So like when it comes to any kind of like pet training, gardening, crafting, things like that, those are probably going to be in general done on this wizard. Touch loud. But things like that are going to most likely be done on this wizard. And then side quests. I do intend to do quests on this wizard, but I think I'm going to make those kind of like a side series. So I'll by and large be kind of just ignoring them as I go through the main quest with only a couple of exceptions, and just have all these side quests.
I am your student, wizard. Come, souls, let's get lost somewhere safer. While your character is transparent, you are safe from combat, but it only lasts for a short time. Get to the sidewalk before it wears off.
I was saying before, I was really interrupted by the lost soul. Outside of the few exceptions, side quests are all going to be in kind of just their own series. I don't know if it's going to be worth it to try to do that for other wizards, just because that gets very repetitive. So I'm probably only going to do that for this one. I don't even know if I'm going to have my other wizards do side quests. But yeah, that is going to be something to look at. Look towards is a side quest side series. That kind of works as a naming scheme. We'll see.
That's turned the tide. We'll follow your lead and start pushing these ghostly things back. But I'm worried we won't be able to drive the phantoms away for good without knowing why they're attacking us. We've got to find out what's behind this. Another intrepid student, Sirin Nightchant, also came to help. Maybe he's learned something useful.
Oh, hey there, I'm Saren. You're new here, aren't you? Well, I for one am very glad you're here. I couldn't help but notice how you took down those lost souls. I have to say, I'm quite impressed by your spell-slinging skills. When I heard there was trouble on Unicorn Way, I rushed right over. But then I saw what's out there. Skeletal pirates. Skeletons I can handle, but skeletal pirates? Pah! Yar! No thank you! Pirates give me the heebie-jeebies.
Excuse me, did I hear you two talking about skeletal pirates? If you're going to face them, please come talk to me first.
It would be good to know exactly what we're up against. Do you think you could battle a few skeletal pirates to see how tough they are? Great! I'll mark their location on your map. Thank you so much for doing this. Good luck!
Ooh, press M to access your map. You'll notice several points of interest, including the locations of enemies. Because you'll be engaging in combat, it's imperative you know how to regain health and mana. If you need to boost your health, collect the red wisps you see along the street. Ooh, if you need mana, collect blue wisps. Remember, casting spells costs mana, and fleeing combat drains it completely. So keep your reserves full.
Go battle a few of the skeletal pirates on Unicorn Way. The guards will appreciate a report on their combat tactics.
Despite her asking me to, I am not going to talk to her, because I don't necessarily need to. Most of the exceptions where I'll be doing side quests in the course of the main line are going to be like things that are held completely within sigils. Like first one that comes to mind is that chest quest in Big Ben down in Marleybone. Like things like that I'll likely do along the main line, but that's not completely self-contained within sigils. I probably won't do in the main line just because I'll save those for the side series for them. The Zeke quests, because I do know that some of those are locked within sigils. I'm probably going to have those as a just completely on like tutorial based thing. Tutorial's probably not.
Parley, parley! Ye got guts, little wizard. More than us to be sure, but ye be no match for that which rattles in the darkness.
The quest I'll probably do is kind of more of a guide format where I just show where they're all at in their own encompassed video. I don't yet know if I'm gonna do it as like each world is its own video, or if I'm gonna have like kind of groups of worlds within videos, but we'll see. I'll figure that out.
You made it back! I mean, how'd it go? What did you learn?
But I'll figure that out as when we get there. As we go.
The pirates warned about a rattle in the darkness? See, this is what I was talking about. Pirates are always creepy and frustratingly vague. What is clear is that some evil magic has emerged here, and we're going to need more than a handful of guards to stop it. There is a powerful, ancient being who may be able to help us understand the dark forces we're facing, the wise seraph, Lady Ariel. Not only does Lady Ariel possess strong magic, she's also the warden of the ferries, and they keep her well informed.
You've received a temporary mount that will expire after 1 day. You can also purchase permanent mounts from mount vendors or the crown shop. To equip a mount, press B to open your backpack. Next, click on the mount tab and double-click on the mount you wish to use.
I didn't realize how much, in terms of tutorial stuff, they added for a lot of this in the beginning experience. I know they updated it and added a whole bunch of things. I didn't realize how much they added as far as the tutorial tips go.
Perhaps she's heard something about this rattle in the darkness. Go speak with her in the hedge maze at the far end of Unicorn Way.
As for how long videos are going to average, honestly, I don't exactly have a set thought process at the moment, but I'm going to kind of go off of the range of somewhere from 30 to 45 minutes for the time being, and I'll just adjust that as we go. Obviously, certain things are going to have to take longer than that, like certain longer dungeons and whatnot are going to have to be longer, things like that. But as of right now, that's kind of the range I'm going to use as a baseline.
Halt! What purpose brings you into our hedge maze? Forgive me, young wizard. These dark times make me leery of new faces. But now I see the light within you. We've much to discuss. The evil forces that loosed the undead upon Unicorn Way have also corrupted my precious fairies. Please, you must help them. Vile bone cages have appeared along Unicorn Way. They are filled with a mysterious dark magic that corrupts all fairy folk who venture near them. Dispel the dark magic in the bone cages, then bring me fairy dust from those it corrupted. It may reveal to me who is behind this atrocity. It pains me to say it, but the only way to obtain the fairy dust is to wrestle it from the dark fairies in combat. Try to be gentle. Once you've dispelled the bone cages and collected the fairy dust, return to me immediately. Good luck, young wizard. May the light guide you.
I'ma just grab this. Kinda in the hole. It's a new account. I don't have, like, anything. I was originally thinking about, having the effective restart of my YouTube channel be on the Nintendo Switch. But I opted to not do that, largely because honestly, I kinda just in general, based off of... Oh, it wants me to finish opening those before I even fight them. Okay. Glad I didn't actually get myself pulled them. But I just kind of prefer the PC just from what I've seen of what's on console. So even though it did literally just come out on the Switch as well, I'm like, I don't know what it is, I still just kind of prefer it on PC. I guess it's just, it's probably a familiarity bias, but
Now that terrible cloud has been lifted! Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you!
whee!
You hear a tiny, joyful voice call your name.
Thank you for helping us, kind wizard. Your courage and benevolence will not soon be forgotten by the fairy folk.
You've cemented your reputation as a hero to the fairy folk, young wizard. With the bone cages dispelled, I can help the other corrupted fairies in time. Now we must root out who is behind this attack. Please, let me examine the fairy dust. Is that? But how? The fairy dust displays scars of a dark magic banished from this world long ago. Could it be? Rattle in the darkness? Rattle bones. In life, a ruthless tyrant who was banished to the underworld for his crimes. If I focus, perhaps I can sense his location. Oh, so much darkness. No, my vision is obscured. All I see is a tower ringed in bones. Siren Nightchant knows Unicorn Way. Perhaps he can help. Quickly, you must ride to Siren at once. Ask him if he knows of a tower ringed in bones. Go.
Best. I'll gladly take that. I'm gonna be needing to grab a lot of just random things, just because with it being a new account and all, I'm literally starting fresh. So no reagents to speak of, no gold, no nothing. All I've got is what I preloaded it with before I started this video.
Hello! You were gone for so long, I was beginning to worry you'd run off and joined a skeletal pirate crew. What did Lady Oriel have to say? Oriel thinks an underworld tyrant named Rattlebones is behind all this? Wicked. Let me think. He's in a tower ringed in bones. Well, the skeletal pirates do seem to be concentrated around the old archives. Try looking there. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
As for posting consistency, I want to shoot for probably about one video a week, with on occasion having up to potentially 3, but it'll depend on how much time I have. Right now I'm really just going to aim for about 1 a week.
Good work, my thrall. This could be the tome Bannister seeks. Now what's this? A wizard? Excellent. I could use a combat break. Let's play.
I do not need that many pixies. I'll probably start using this once I get to my 3-pip spells. We'll see. Not much I got to mess around with in my deck, so might as well just start. Let's see if I get lucky. Be good at die. So close.
is yours, young one. But the Dark Master's plan is already in motion. You haven't heard the last rattle in the darkness.
In his haste to leave, Rattlebones dropped the tome he was holding. It could be important. Perhaps Saren will know what should be done with it. As you walk back onto Unicorn Way, you can't help but notice that the dark magic that was previously choking the street seems to have abated.
You did it, didn't you? You beat Rattlebones! The darkness plaguing Unicorn Way is lifting. Look! With Rattlebones defeated, the gods should be able to drive away the rest of the undead horde. Ooh, that tome looks important. You should take it to the library in the Commons. Harold Argleston will know what to do with it.
You know what? Trying to like figure out a thumbnail. That should work. And I'll probably just... I'll likely put together other thumbnails as time goes on for their own respective things. Most worlds are probably going to have only like 1 to 2 different thumbnails, with certain things having their own thumbnail for special reasons. Wizard City, each video is probably going to have a different thumbnail, being honest, but it's probably going to take like, what, 3-4 episodes to get through all of Wizard City, if that. So...
Well, hello there. I don't think I've seen you in the library before. I'm Harold Argleston, Master Librarian Extraordinaire. You say you recover this tome from an underworld tyrant who is going to give it to his dark master, Malistaire? I do believe this is a matter for Headmaster Ambrose. You should take the tome to him at once. But before you go, allow me to reward you for your heroics. Please, accept this treasure card on behalf of the denizens of Wizard City.
Treasure cards are special one-use spells of various schools. You can purchase treasure cards from vendors or craft them yourself. Press P to open your spell deck. Treasure cards are listed under a special tab and are placed into the sideboard of your deck. During combat, right-click a regular card to discard it. Then select Draw to bring out a treasure card from your sideboard. Remember, unlike regular spell cards, treasure cards can only be used once, so use them wisely.
Yeah, Wizard City, just because of how short it is, each individual episode will probably have its own thumbnail. Crocotopia is probably going to have 3 thumbnails for it. 1 for the Pyramid, 1 for the Crocosphinx, 1 for the Tomb of Storms. Crocopatra might get her own, but that'll depend on how long the Tomb of Storms takes. Because I could absolutely see the Tomb of Storms being 2 episodes. Being honest.
Oh, good, you're back. I'm anxious to hear your update on Unicorn Way. Evil darkness summoned from the underworld? Oh, my. Rattlebones, you say? But he was banished centuries ago. How could... Oh, malice there. Of course. But why? Rattlebones was searching the Unicorn Way archive for this tome? Well, let me see what it is. On the trail of the Order of the Fang. Oh, my stars. I will certainly look into this. While I do that, you need to attend to the matter of your long-delayed enrollment. If you are to truly master your magical talents, we must induct you officially into our academy. I'll send you now to Mr. Lincoln, our registrar in Ravenwood. He will introduce you to our professors and help you begin your studies.
From time to time, you'll see icons appear on the right side of your screen. These are tooltips. Click on a tooltip to open it. Many people throughout the spiral will contact you through tooltips to announce new features, events, or spell quests. If you miss a tooltip, look for it in your tooltip log by pressing Q and clicking the top left icon.
Potion flasks, like the one I just gave you, can be used to replenish your health and mana without returning to a non-combat area.
Right.
If your potion flask runs out,
for that.
you can replenish it by playing mini-games in the fairgrounds.
They really did just go and add tutorial stuff for how everything works in this game, didn't they? So I don't remember if this one actually existed before they did the rework of Wizard City or not. It might have. I don't remember. Man, that was a while ago.
Oh, and most importantly, make sure they are completely full, with a top on them, or you cannot use them when you need them.
But, with that said... Yeah, I'll leave the fire blades there, because I'm gonna get Fire Elf. Pretty much at the start of the next episode. What the start of the next episode will be is talking to my instructor and getting Fire Elf. So, with that said... Put that on. Yeah. With that... It is good to be back. Yeah. It is good to be back. I don't know if I'll ever actually make a proper outro. I'm thinking about it, but we'll see. For now, best I got is hope y'all enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one. Adios.